A lot of people have asked too, specifically what a growler is, or where it got its name, or how it came about. With the growler, it's a way that all of our beer goes into draft. We don't do any bottled products, so it allows our beer to be put into a 64-ounce glass container. It's filled at the point of sale, sealed, and can be removed from our premises to be consumed later on. And I guess the only story that I know of the origination of the growler was back in the day with a lot of the wood kegs and things like that. There were obviously local breweries. Almost every town had a small brewery in it, at least a certain distance in between them. But the workers would send the kids a lot of times out to go get beer from the brewery. And since some of them weren't bottling or canning too much of their product, it was all draft. They would send a kid with a stick with 2 buckets on either side, and the kid would take the stick down there and they'd put the beer right into a bucket, and then they'd put the lid on the bucket. And they said obviously it's carbonated, so as you traveled with it, whether it be on the stick system or carrying it back somehow, the beer would slosh around in the bucket and release CO2, which would kind of hiss or growl out of the actual bucket of beer. And so as far as that's the only history I have is what the growler term was. They deemed it as making growling or hissing noises when the CO2 was released from the beer carried in a bucket. So that's my story, and that's what I'm gonna have to stick with.